Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's devastation to so many people, to so many places, some houses, some businesses, et cetera, et cetera. It's a pretty devastating thing to occur to the state of Kentucky, and obviously specifically being here in Louisville. And so obviously the players, have been moved out into hotels, and some have spouses, some have dogs. So I think when you just talk about being similar to staff as well, obviously struggling with some things in that space, you just talk about being performers as athletes, and I think a lot of that revolves around a routine. A lot of that is very important for them. So we just tried to, as much as possible as a group, discuss what was going on, be very open that we will need to be adaptable as we find kind of what our plan is going to be. And I think we've done a good job at that this year, irrelevant of this particular occasion, of preparing to be adaptable. I think that's life. I think that's sport. I think you never know what you could get on any given day. And I think they've done a fantastic job. We've complimented them throughout the week that they have not let anything of stress that's occurred off the pitch affect what we're trying to accomplish on the pitch this week. And so very grateful for that, and they've done a fantastic job in that space, staff included.
You mentioned adaptability. When I spoke to some of the players, they said a little bit of different feel, here on the pitch. Do you get that feeling as a coach as well, a little bit different atmosphere, not away from the training pitch?
Yeah. I mean, it's just out of routine, isn't it? It's just a different routine. And so I think as much as we can focus on not it being different, but being just what our scenario is, and still looking to accomplish what we'd like in preparations for the weekend, that's where our attention and our focus needs to be. And like I said, I think the group's done a fantastic job at doing just that.
How do you think the energy has been out there?
Yeah, I think the energy's been great. I think it's been a very good week of training. I think last week, obviously, during the international break, we were able to get some sessions in with our 3 players gone representing their countries, which we were very happy for them for. We just feel we've gotten a lot of topics in last week leading into this week, and feel that, we feel prepped going into the match.
Coaches are always trying to bring teams closer together, bonding exercises and whatnot. Is this kind of an unscheduled way to maybe bring some of these girls even closer together?
Yeah, and I think for us, it's like you guys mentioned, it's just a different environment. Like where we're eating our meals now is a different place. Maybe opportunities to connect in different ways. Yeah, of course. I think we've really tried to prioritize this preseason and this early on in season, kind of what those bonding activities are and where they occur, and how they occur. And the group just feels very bonded in that space. And obviously, I'm a big believer in, if you've got a team that's bonded off the pitch, the want to push for success on comes a bit more naturally.
How do you kind of put some of this to the side and try to carry motivation from you guys first win
Yeah.
late March into the second?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's nice going into the international break with obviously a win and 3 points, and the confidence we were able to build from that game. Obviously, our job as a coaching staff is to prepare them as best as possible to carry that confidence in from the break and the sessions that we've had during that time frame. To be back at home is going to be very exciting for us. So yeah, we feel good.
Just what does it mean to have a facility like this that even is still top class?
Yeah.
Besides the one that you obviously.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think U of L's been fantastic. We all know Karen, respect Karen, just absolutely adore all who she is and what she's done, not only for the city but for the program here. And they've just been great. U of L's been fantastic to allow us to be here, get the sessions in that we need, in a time frame that's available for us. So yeah, I think really excited, really grateful that the city's kind of come together and has allowed us to still have a good routine during this time.
Just what kind of a challenge does Washington pose as an opponent going into this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're a very respectable side. I think Jonathan came in last season. He obviously had his assistant here at the beginning of the season last year. They have a very clear identity, very clear way that they want to play. They're a very respectable side. So I think for us, it's just making sure that we're clear and concise in how we feel we can essentially stop their threats and prevent their threats, but also how we feel our identity can hurt them.
Katie is just so close to getting is so close to 300.
Mm-hmm.
What does she provide for your squad?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think she continues to grow. I think she's continued to showcase her communication from deeper on the pitch, continued to be bought in kind of what we're asking for her with and without the ball, and we've been very pleased so far. So yeah, continuing to push her is going to be a big one for us and support her during that process.